getting that pocket, getting up, pulling him down. I start to cut my angle. I'm going to trap, but Ryan turns his thumb. As soon as I feel the rotation, I gotta switch my grip. I don't want this grip anymore. My inside arm is going to grab the tricep here. I'm going to continue to shrug, and I'm going to start looking over my shoulder here to guide this over the top of my body. From here, I don't right away just want to necessarily grab Ryan because I'm not behind him. I want to get my chest glued to his shoulder. So I do a little kicking motion, right? And it's a timing thing. I don't do, right? I'm following my leg as it comes back. So now I'm behind him. Glued. Ryan postures and drives up into me. Head comes under. I let go of the arm. I hook the leg, and I'm trying to load Ryan up on this leg. So I got to get my calf up, right? So I can't be squeezing him here. I see a lot of us trying to just like hold on to this position by squeezing and being tense. No, I have to relax my hips here so that I can get my leg up, right? So as I pull him with this grip, I'm pivoting my hips, okay? Now he's loaded up on my hamstring. So as I do these swinging motions, I'm like a dolly, right? He's loaded up on the dolly. I lay my leg flat. Don't leave your leg out here or he'll land on it and you won't be able to move, right? So you got to clear the path. Drop him into the pocket. Knee up. Foot under. Post. Lace. And then I want us to finish up. We're not going to sit back. So my shin comes across. My toes here are curled behind the head. I'm keeping the wrist trapped tight against my chest, and I can't look at Ryan. I gotta look at his legs as I hip in. Okay, one more. I feel the thumb change. Posture. Hook. 1, 2, 3. Knee, foot. I keep that armpit grip because it makes it hard for Ryan to turn. I keep this leg because it makes it hard for him to bridge. If he can't plant his foot on the mat, he can't bridge, he can't turn, right? So I keep it, I lean, I post. Right here, Ryan, try to bridge and move a little bit. This is really, really powerful of a position, right? I can stay relaxed here for a sec. Then when I let go, I trap at the wrist, right? The lower I go, or excuse me, I should say, the higher I go towards Ryan's shoulder or his elbow, the easier it is for him to get a grip, right? So when I get into this position, even if he's like grabbing, making a grip here, I want to start connecting to the wrist with my forearm, right? Because even if Ryan has a grip here, once I bring my shin across and I connect it to my chest and I put my hips in, the wrist will break that grip. I want to finish right here though. Okay? Then if we wanted to, we could sit or we can roll. Let's go another angle. All right. Any questions, guys? Let's do it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Face his legs. Using my foot here, I'm pushing his head, and I'm using this leg like I'm heel to my butt, pulling him across. You can grab the shin, you can grab the pants, you can grab the toes, whatever grip you want. I'm going to start pulling this in and across while I use my legs here. Then that just becomes a leg hook. Leg over his head, controls his posture. So I pull him back down. Then I can finish with my hips. All right, so when we get into our S-mount, I want to make sure that we're still practicing these good mechanics. So we'll just start from here, right? Knee to head, foot into armpit. All my weight is on Ryan. I'm not planted on this foot. Okay, then I can lace, post, shin across, pinching these knees nice and tight and looking at his legs. I start my roll. Danny, you're making funny faces.
I always make fun of
All right. Let's do it, guys, on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ow.
Now there's sort of the small man way of doing this, and then there's the way that everyone else is going to do it, okay? So I'm going to show it the way that I like to do it, which is typically the small man way of doing this, which is just pivoting my head, okay? So when I'm here, I'm trapping, and I'm just pivoting my head. I kind of plant on my forehead, and then I turn and I look at his legs. Look where my foot is. I brought my knee through, and I brought my toes behind the head here, so I'm in the same position we just were from the mount. I grab. I finish. The alternative all the same setup. I get here, I'm going to do this, and instead of just using my head, I post. I can either come up on my elbow, or you can actually post up all the way onto your hand, right? But what I'm doing is I'm giving myself the space to then turn all the way around and face his legs. As I do that, I have to bring my foot to the back of the head, the shin and the knee, in front of the face. Okay, so we were here to here. I'm going to turn, face the legs. One more. Okay? Either one of those. Okay? Typically, like I said, there's the small man one and there's the one that everybody else said. When you're first trying it out, you can try them both. You might find that you like one better than another. Okay? On 3. 1, 2, 3.